Hello from Kirksville, Missouri. This is Rant and Randy's Rant for Saturday. I was hoping to do it outside. In fact, while I'm waiting for a few people, bear with me. I need to plug this thing in. These videos use up a lot of battery, so I don't want it to die out. I set it up and hopefully it said share before I even went live. So to Facebook, we'll see if it'll go there. All right, hang on a minute. Get the charger. I came on a few minutes early because I didn't. Maybe this is the difference it made when I went out there and ended up putting it in my photos. Because that's the first time it's ever asked me before I even start if I wanted to share. So I'm a little hopeful on that. All right, I've got a few things I wanted to go into. First off, folks that know me is Rant and Randy. I had been talking about our house had been put up for sale. Now I'm hearing from our neighbor that they're hoping that they're trying to get the deal to go through. Our neighbor came over. They would prefer I not go to HUD, but I just tried that light switch on this bathroom and I had to turn it on 3 times to get the light to work in the bathroom. I guess I'm not going to have to say anything about the other neighbors. She's got a leak in a window that's caused from the upstairs neighbor air conditioner. The water drips down and drips on that and comes inside her place. There's quite a few other problems. She's the only one that said that if they condemn this house, then she'd have to move. She doesn't have a car. She would have to move back to Ohio. So I guess I'm just going to have to complain about our place. Got some other news, and I didn't have time, but it's the Trump agenda. Wow, I noticed this on YouTube. To me, that looks backwards. I don't usually have that problem on Facebook, so I don't know what that's about. Hi, Jen. Thank you for coming. Fuck his agenda. And I had a good mind to put that on the back of the envelope and put return to sender on the front, but I figured I'd probably have the FBI coming out that I had threatened Trump. So I'm not taking a chance on that. All right. Updating some other things. I guess it's because of the drop in our income, but it came in Grace's name from Mo Health Action Notice. Our last, they had knocked our spend down to $746, and that was back in April. And I guess because I had told them that my job was over on April 26th. Now both of our spend downs. This is a piece, folks. $406. I pay $300 a month in rent. So I still can't do anything with this. If I pay off one of the larger bills, it's still going to be 200 and something or 100 and something dollars. And this doesn't happen every month. We're not going to have $406 a month uh, that we haven't paid. I should have reduced the size of the screen, Jim, because I can't quite. I bet it has to do with the Trump agenda, but that's not going to help anything. Good news, though, even though it said something on the first page about I've been turned down for food stamps. For this month, we will get a benefit of $75 a month. That will help. That's better than having to deal with the income of my retirement and Grace's disability, paying rent, paying electric, and all the other things that go with the household, and then trying to buy groceries too. So that's good news. A lot of folks on the right, get this. I don't give a damn if you think I am bumming off of your tax money. I paid in taxes too. Plus, the money goes back into the economy, locally and nationally, depending on where the store chain is. If it's Walmart, it's going back into the national economy through Kirksville, Missouri. I get so tired of that. I'm supposed to feel bad because I'm calling on the taxpayers to help us. Kiss my ass. All right, let's see what else we got. I thought this was funny. It was on Fox and Friends when they couldn't get him off the phone the other day. He said he had heard from the Queen through other people that she enjoyed his trip to the UK in the state visit more than anyone else in decades. Again, he's hearing it from other people. Never identify them, just other people. We know how true that is. All right, let's see what else I got today. Let me look on my last page because, whoops, no, I better not go back that far. I've got this one numbered because I'm using both sides of the pad now to save paper because, it gets paper intense when you do these things. All right, let's see. Let's go over to page 4. Nancy Pelosi is finally catching on to the projection that Trump does. He projects his problems on Nancy Pelosi. Nervous Nancy? It's nervous Donnie is what it's about. Nancy is a disaster? No, it's Donnie that's a disaster. That's the narcissist in him coming out. He's got to project it on somebody else, but it's the problems he has. Okay, let's see what else we got. Iran is denying involvement in the oil tanker incident. This regime is telling us that Iran did this. Japan does not agree. They say the U.S. is wrong. Okay. Germany says there's not enough evidence to say that it's Iran that was responsible for it. The UK agrees with the US. I wonder why. They're afraid of Donnie. Let's see what else. Oh, this was a story I was watching last night. Trump administration overruled by appeals court on abortion for the immigrant teens because they were trying to keep them from getting an abortion. It doesn't matter whether you're a citizen or of this country uh, or not. A woman in this country has a right to an abortion through Roe versus Wade. Okay. That doesn't change if you're not a citizen. That doesn't change if you're a teenager that's an immigrant here held in their custody. They still, the courts had to do that one girl, get her out of there where she could get the abortion from being raped. And now, of course, they're going to fight on. But my kudos to the ACLU for their fight because they're going to continue even up to the Supreme Court with this. Okay, I see what I got. All right, good, good. What I'll do next time that I'm out here on YouTube, all of you, is what I'm going to do is reduce the size of my screen. Then I can see that whole column of comments over here that everything is running off. But I take that to mean, Jen, that you got $15 a month assistance for the month. Yeah, yeah, he does. He hears things in his head, just like he heard it in his head that on 9/11, Muslims were jumping up and down on rooftops over in New Jersey where he couldn't see them even from Trump Tower. I've had that verified by our blue dot that came through Kirksville, Deborah Gerlach. It was confirmed by her. She worked 2 blocks over, closer to the Hudson, and she couldn't see, and she had an office window looking out on the river. Oh, that man. It's all in his head, folks. And I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think it's a bad thing because he thinks he's taking over. The $20 bill, Tugman work was well under the way to have this happen on the anniversary of women's right to vote in 2020. Now it's not going to happen because Donnie don't want his favorite guy taking off the 20, and that's what that's all about. Now Mnuchin has said it's not going to be on there until probably 2028 because of security reasons with other bills. Give me a damn break. These assholes. And again, they're going to keep fighting in court the turning over of Donnie's taxes. Well, Donnie has no case, but he can chase it from court to court to court. It says shall turn over the taxes. There's no stipulations on for what reason that the Congress would have oversight on those taxes. They can do it to any individual, not just him. So by saying that he don't have to turn them over, nobody would have to turn them over if Congress asked them. A lot of sense that makes. All right. Totally ridiculous. that he came outside the White House and stood there and lied about great health care at affordable prices. You only have to buy what you need. How in the hell are you going to pull that off, Donnie, if you don't have uh, the seniors pay more money? That's what it amounts to. If you've got a pre-existing condition, you will pay more under Donnie's plan, because people can't have the, I don't want this, I want this, I want this, but not that. Healthcare can't work that way. That's the whole point. And people pay in for similar policies, which also under Obamacare, which I might remind some people, like John Dean did. He didn't call it Obamacare, but that's what Richard Nixon had come up with too. It would have been the same plan that Obama put in place. And of course, they like to play that down. The right does. There's no such thing. All right, we're going the wrong way in this. All right. I sometimes wonder how I can stay calm for this, but headed the wrong way. I'll get this figured out eventually. Okay, here we go. I think I'm getting closer. Oh, in the meantime, when it comes to healthcare, the DOJ is trying to dismantle healthcare and pre-existing conditions and affordable care for families and for drug prices. How can you have affordable health care under the Trump care when his own Department of Justice is fighting against everything that it has already? Keep going the wrong way, folks. Let's see. Don't want to keep you here all afternoon. Still going the wrong way. Okay. Mitch the bitch will not pass any kind of bipartisan bill on protecting the 2020 election, which shows he's complicit in that. And he just recently came out and said you could call him the Grim Reaper, because nothing that Democrats and Republicans in the House come up with is the graveyard. It's going to die on the Senate floor. He won't pass anything. They're pretending like Obama is in the House. Same damn plan. They think they can block it for the whole Trump term. And he's nothing but a criminal. His wife is showing him favoritism. What did he do about it? He shrugged it off as not being any big deal. She's in contact with China, trying to work out a deal for her family to do shipping business with China. We got tariff war going on with them, the Trump tax. But it's all right for her. These are a bunch of criminals in his cabinet. He didn't drain the swamp. He drained it into the White House. They're stealing us blind every day. Well, I think I'll wind this down. Let me see what else I've got. I wanted to. Oh, I was going to mention, and I changed it on my status, but we have a gun show, and recently I had that meme out about gun shows. How you can walk in there and buy one, doesn't matter. This is a 3-day sale here in Kirksville, Missouri. It's going to be the 5th of July, the 6th of July, and the 7th of July. According to what I heard, there's a 3-day waiting period. At least one of my late friends that used to work down here at Salvation Army thrift store said there's a 3-day waiting period. How the hell is there going to be a 3-day waiting period if you walk in there on the 7th of July? They will be gone after that. I've always said, if you can go in there and you talk to the right person, you can walk out with an AK-15, any and all ammunition you want, you can get right then. Because not everybody is a large licensed arms dealer at those gun shows. So that shows you right there. That's a bunch of bullshit. You can go in there and buy one. You just got to talk to the right person if they're desperate enough to get rid of guns. And there's a glut of guns now. When Trump went in office, gun sales dropped. That's the reason the NRA is screaming bloody murder. They're on the verge of bankruptcy because nobody can sell guns. There's a glut of guns that they're hanging on to because they can't sell them. All right, I think that's about got it. Yeah, and I already mentioned that about the Grim Reaper in the Senate. We've got to change this, people, and we can. Particularly as Blue Dots, members of the Blue Dot family, we can have. Now, 2018 was a big blue wave. This time, I'm predicting there's going to be a big blue wave of women voters, women of color, white women. There's going to be a bunch coming over from Trump because of the way he's doing, backing all these states on that abortion issue is going to make quite a difference on who's going to be in that White House. So keep the faith. I'm going to see if this will transfer over and go on to Facebook. I've got to share this out there. So hopefully when I end this one and share it down, first I'm going to try and leave this one here and go to the other thing and send it on to Facebook, and we'll see if I was successful in doing that. So have a great Saturday afternoon. Keep the faith. Peace. Resist, persist, and insist that we get this fascist and little Nazi handling our border affairs out of our house. Bye-bye. Have a good one. And I will see you soon. And I hope soon I'll be able to do it from Facebook and send it up here, send it the other way. So thank you for watching and thank you for sharing. Share this shit. Bye-bye.